I couldn't wait to see the mysteries that lay inside. How do you solve the cost of living crisis with engineered human meat? It sounds like magic.
And this is where the magic happens.
The Good Harvest processing plant has been up and running for over 8 months. It contains both industrial and clinical operations on a site the size of 4 football pitches.
Hey, are you Mick?
I certainly am. Pleased to meet you, Greg.
Very good to meet you. I'm here to learn.
Right, come this way and I'll show you how it all works.
I want to see everything.
Oh, you will.
Mick Ross oversees the production line and is in charge of over 60 full-time staff who engineer roughly 50,000 steaks every day.
So come on then, Mick. How on earth do you grow human meat?
I want to introduce you to our nutrient vat.
Hello, Nutrient Vat, Greg Wise, telepresenter, and your job is?
Well, what its job is, it processes thin slices of tissue in a nutrient-rich mix, which you see here, and then cells start to grow. So over a 24-hour period, these will slowly fuse together into one great big, what we call a cake.
So you're telling me that is human flesh?
Exactly.
But why human meat? Why not animal meat?
That's a very good question. We've got centuries of knowledge of human medicine at our side. We know more about humans than we do about animals. So we've mastered engineering human cells to make these structures.
Shalom. HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great MILLSTONE and teacher move well. Peace and salutation to be told for the elect. I'm Brother Tazam Gabar coming at you from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. All right, this session is going to be going into human meat, okay, for your consumption. These devils have been coming out with crickets for you to eat, roaches for you to eat, all types of bugs. You know, you will eat Z-bugs, you know. But now they're talking about human meat, which ain't nothing new. You go to McDonald's, get you a fucking quarter pounder, and that's what you're eating, okay? But here in this day and age, they're actually showing you on TV these facilities they have producing these things, man, okay? They're literally producing human meat for you to eat and showing it to you, glorifying it as if it's something good, you know, as if this is good for you, okay? It looks like something you see in a horror movie, man. But you see how much Esau has been backed into a corner to where he has to come out with these things. And he's conditioning your mind to be okay with eating human meat, you know, because soon there are going to be real-life cannibalism. Real-life cannibals running around out here, man. What the hell? It's going to be real-life cannibals running around out here, man, pretty soon. Okay? And then what happens? They ain't got no other choice but to eat each other. You know, it's written in the scriptures, man. Okay? So ain't no hiding from it. You know, these devils ain't really hiding it no more. They're coming out flat out with it, man. And they do these things already. But now they're trying to get the public to be okay to do it. To be okay with eating it. You know, you got Jake, they'll see some shit like this and they'll fly right over their heads. You know, they look at it like free food. Oh, they passing out free food. They'll never look at it and see it for human meat. They're going to look at it like free food or cheaper food or food, period. You know, as long as Jake eating and comfortable, they fine. They don't even ask no questions. Scriptures say they don't even consider. So Jake just be eating shit, man, like badass kids. You gotta take something out of a kid's mouth. It's the same thing with Jake. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 14:7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. So if he giving you food, you know, he putting food out there into these stores, because what do they say? To combat the cost of living crisis, they're talking about how the crisis of the cost of living is going up. You know, the cost of eating, well, the prices of food is going up. You know, why? Because they're being threatened with a global famine of food and water. You know, I wouldn't say water, but of food. Okay. These devils are looking at all their alternatives, looking at all their options, man. And they're telling you, okay, one of our best options is human meat. And what you want to do about this human meat? You know? It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. Eventually it's going to be so bad out here where Jake just going to be eating each other freely, man. So yeah, I'm going to grab it and eat the flesh. Book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 20, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. These people are going to get to a point from eating each other to eating themselves. Okay? It's going to get that bad out here. But what is Esau doing right now? He's already conditioning your mind to accept this, to accept eating someone that looks like you, eating human flesh, man. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Okay, so Esau do this shit on the daily. This ain't nothing to him. Okay? He been doing this shit, man. But now he's pushing onto you other nations, and most importantly, you Israelites, to do cannibalism. That shit is sick. Okay? The Lord ain't gonna... This is a plague coming from the Lord, man, because the Lord is attacking their food, their pantry. The Lord is attacking their food banks. Okay, He's laying that heavy sword upon their food, their farms, and their food banks and shit, man, to where they can't grow food no more. They can't really grow food like that. So you got them to where they're resulting to using all this, all these additives, all this processed fake meat, 3D printed meat, lab meat, you know, lab grown chicken, and now you got human meat, man. They're just coming out more and more with different types of meat for you to eat other than natural meat. Okay, that just goes to show you there's a food crisis going on. And they already warned you of this years ago, that this was coming, you know. And you see it manifesting because you're seeing all these different commercials about eating bugs, eating, you know, human. And before they were advertising eating bugs and crickets and shit, it was already in your food, you know. The same time you go into, the first time seeing the commercial, you go into the Walmart and you pick up one of your damn, frozen meals or whatever. You look at the ingredients, you find bugs on the back. What do they say, lachinate or lachinate or something like that? Lachinate. Okay, that's a beetle. Certain types of beetles they put in your food. Okay, but they've been doing these things before they check to see if you're okay with it. You were already eating that shit, and that's what they're gonna do. At the last, they're gonna declare their wickedness. When you say, "No, I want to eat that shit, man. I ain't trying to eat human meat." Well, guess what? You've been eating it this entire time. I don't see what the difference is. I'm like, what? Yeah, look at the ingredients. You never check the ingredients? You know, and Jay gonna be sore ashamed, man. Confounded. You're gonna be like, damn. You know, and then when they get hungry, they're gonna think about that McDonald's burger they were eating, or the damn Burger King or Wendy's, whatever it may be. Say, damn, that shit do taste good. Maybe if I don't think about it like that, you know, maybe Jay gonna be tricking themselves into eating that shit. They're gonna be so damn hungry, man. And then eventually, you're gonna be so hungry, you're gonna become like zombies out here, eating flesh, you know, willingly. This book of 2 Kings. Second Kings chapter 6 and verse 28. And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So this was cannibalism going on. This is nothing new under the sun, man. But two Jake women were going through this shit, eating each other's kids. Okay? It says, so we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she said, and she hath hid her son. Okay? So this was nothing new, man. If Jake was doing this before, they're gonna do it again. Guess what? On a much more higher level. All right? Before it was, you know, oh shit, they eating people. But in this day and age, in the coming days, Jacob's trouble, guess what? Everybody gonna be, you're gonna literally look at this shit like a zombie apocalypse, because people gonna be so fucking hungry. They're gonna be eating themselves, eating each other, man, eating their own family members, eating their own loved ones. Okay, eating their spouses. And they got the nerve to advertise human meat. Well, they're just getting you ready to accept it. But you're gonna have to eat your fucking homeboy. You have to eat your best friend. Okay? This is the time we're coming into. We ain't no longer in the time of mirth. These niggas running out of food now. And when they run out of food, niggas get hungry. That's when looting starts. And what did Trump say? When the looting starts, the shooting starts. Okay? So be prepared for the times we're coming into, man. This ain't no joke. Look at these signs. Scripture say, be not ignorant of any matter, great nor small. You know? These are commercials and shit they're coming out with, just going to show you they ain't got no food left for your ass. Okay? They running out of options. And you probably already been eating human meat. You know? You go in the store and looking at some cheap-ass chicken. You gotta ask yourself, is that real chicken? Is that real chicken on that shelf? It's $2.29 per pound. You know? And you find out when you get home, you shitting out somebody's kids. Okay? But this is what's going on in today's day and age, man. And it's only gonna get worse. Scripture say, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, roughly paraphrasing. People gonna really be killing and eating each other out here, because they ain't gonna have no love for each other, man. You know, whatever happened to dying together, starving together. People ain't gonna be doing that shit. No, they're gonna be eating each other, man. People get hungry. That Snickers commercial say, you're not yourself when you're hungry. People really gonna start manifesting demons on their ass and turning into zombies, man. And getting down to business. But I truly hope this lesson was edifying, so you occupy not while to listening to the sincerity. So next time, I give all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.